Hello, beautiful people on the internet. It's me, Gratified What Ifs, and I'm here to tell you what if Deku had Luke Cage's powers, part 6. And before I jump into the story, please do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and comment down below on any mistakes that I made and also any what if suggestions. And I also learned that 3 more people had joined us, so welcome to the party. So now that I've gotten all that out of the way, let's get into the what if. We start 3 days from now from the UA Sports Festival. God, I can't talk. Anyway, and we see Ochako pumping everybody up, saying that I'm gonna do my best, I'm gonna do my best, I'm gonna do my best. And then she says this with a look of murderous intent. And then Bakugo is like, what's up with red cheeks? And then Deku is like, I don't know. Why are you calling them red cheeks? I don't know, man. It just comes in natural. Football break right there. And then Deku is like, well, I think we gotta ask after school what's up with her. And then Ida joins in the conversation saying, shut up, you two. Class will start in 1 minute. And then both of them look at Ida and is like, are you ever never a stickler? And then Ida fixes his glasses in front of them saying, what do you mean stickler? And then both of them just look at each other and then back to him. And then they're like, never mind. And then after the class ended, they go talk to Ochako, Bakugo, Deku, and finally Ida. So they all confront her and then they ask what's up with her. And then Uraraka was like, what do you mean? And then Deku was like, you're going around, well, pumping everybody up. Is there any reason why? Is there something wrong? And then, well, Ochako just starts scratching his head saying, whoa. And then she starts explaining her life. And then starts telling them why she's becoming a hero. And then she braces herself for the supposed backlash, but it never comes. And then they were like, well, getting money for your family, well, it's super, well, it's not bad, I'll say that. I mean, yeah, red cheeks, you really thought that something was wrong with you, but damn, you just happy to surprise me again. And then Uraraka just looks scared, saying, wait, is that what everyone's calling me? Red cheeks? And then Deku was like, not only him, don't worry about it. And then they begin to laugh it off and then walk home because that day is over. And then we cut to the day before the sports festival. And we see all of class 1B and general studies come in front of class 1A's door. And then they were like, why the hell is everyone in front of our door? And then Bakugo was all like, isn't it obvious? They're scoping out the competition. They want to look at our class, class 1A, a class that survived the villain attack because they know that this is what they're up against. And then he gets up with his backpack because, well, that school day has already ended. And he's like, move it, extras. And then Shinzo comes in with his declaration of war. And then Bakugo retaliates with his own. And then Deku gets up, carries his own backpack because, well, he's going home with him because, you know, they are living together, they're stepbrothers. And he also defends, well, his stepbrother if he needs to. And he's like, dude, I don't know what the fuck your name is or who the fuck you think you are, but if you don't leave us right now, I promise you, you're not gonna like yourselves. And he's like, who are you? And then he's like, I'm gonna be your worst nightmare if you don't move. And then they look at the seriousness of Deku's eyes and then begin to part. And then they begin to walk home. He's like, so, ready for this sports festival? And then Bakugo is like, damn straight. You know I'm totally gonna win, right? And then Bakugo just looks at him, ha! You wish! And then they begin to walk off until finally the sports festival. And Iri said, I'm sorry, but you have to enjoy all these minutes I'm putting you up with present Mike because this episode is gonna be long. Anyway, everyone is chill at their locker rooms or waiting rooms as it is called in the anime. And then Todoroki, out of nowhere, like an RKO, sorry, had to put that there, just declared war on Izuku. And then Bakugo is like, why are you declaring war on him? And he's like, because he's obviously the second strongest here. And then Bakugo is, what? And then Izuku's like, yeah, what indeed? I'm the strongest here. And then Todoroki's like, no, I am. And then Bakugo is like, hold up. None of you are first or second. I'm first. You two are behind me. And then Bakugo and Todoroki and Deku look at him, tell him shut up. He's like, damn nerd, you damn nerd and half a heart. And then they begin to restrain Bakugo. And then Deku just looks at him saying, well, good luck with that, son of Endeavor, because I promise you, I ain't going down easily. And then a little bit of frost comes off Todoroki's eyesight, and a bit of steam comes off Todoroki's heart side, and he's like, watch what you say. Otherwise, I promise you, you'll be the last thing you ever see. And then Deku is all looking at him, smugly saying, you can try. And then they head to the podium. And then they head to this, well, giant stadium without the ring because it hasn't really begun yet. Anyway, we see Midnight coming onto the podium, and a lot of people asking why the fuck is she studying UA? If she's supposed to teach people, why does she dress like that? And then people are saying all that jazz. And then Midnight asks Izuku, who was the first on the entrance exam, to come up and give out a speech. And then Deku just says, well, this is the UA Sports Festival. Literally one of the biggest things of my dreams. I just want to say that everyone, do your best out there. Because now we're being scouted by heroes. And we gotta prove to them why this new generation is worthy of protecting Japan. Especially from a school like our own, because this is UA, the best hero school in the country. Now let's show them what we're made of. And then everyone starts to cheer, except for one beyond the general studies, because, well, they be bitches. Anyway, then we move on to the obstacle course, and then Midnight begins the countdown, and it's like 3, 2, 1, go! And then they begin to run, but then are suddenly frozen in place by Todoroki. Everyone takes a long while to get out, except for Izuku, because he broke out 2 seconds flat, because, you know, super strength. So he basically just did Luke Cage, aka Deku, a favor. And then he begins taking after Todoroki, who is skating. And let me just say that his speed is that of Usain Bolt. Anyway, not Todoroki, Deku. Anyway, because that's actually that's canon how fast Luke Cage runs, like Usain Bolt. Anyway, Todoroki's like, what the? I thought I froze you. I'm pretty sure you forgot I went against that normal thing, remember? And he's like, argh. And then they come across that first obstacle, the 0 pointers. And he's like, damn it. And then Todoroki freezes the 0 pointers. He's like, wow, so this guy froze the 0 pointers. That's pretty dumb in my opinion. And then Todoroki just looks at him starts to say, I bet you're thinking that I froze those 0 pointers because and people start passing through them. No, you're wrong. I made a blockade. I purposely froze them while they're off balance. So now, in the next few seconds, this entire place is gonna start crumbling down. I was like, oh no. And then he does, and then what, like he said, it does, and it begins to start falling on some other students. But then Deku grabs it and then manages to hold it and then flip it over so that it doesn't hit anybody. And then he flips it over to the other robots that were about to crush some other people. Because yes, he is that strong. This Luke Cage guy went against the Hulk. Just to tell you how strong he is. Anyway, they begin to move. And then Deku does pass the obstacle courses somewhat easily, but they were very hard. Like that rope one, he was able to leap, but he does have that leaping ability, like I said, but it's not as strong as a Hulk, so don't expect him to go over 200 meters. And then he was able to leap up and up and up until he met the minefield. And then he realized that that thing was too far long for one jump. If he jumps, at best, he's going to land on that minefield first before he lands on solid ground again. So he has an idea, a gamble. If he gets it wrong, it will not pay off at all. In fact, he'll put him in last place. So he begins to back off. And then people are wondering, what the hell is Izuku Midoriya doing? Says President Mike. And then Eraserhead is like, he probably has some kind of plan in motion. And then President Mike is like, well, whatever that plan is, it's costing him the lead. And Todoroki and Bakugo just passing. Todoroki passes him without saying anything, and Bakugo is like, see you at the finish line. And then they begin to run. And then some people also pass him. And then he begins to calculate in his head, because Deku is, well, he's still a genius. He's still a battle strategist. And then he waits. Then he jumps. And then he was like, whoa. And then as he's come tumbling down, he's in the middle of the field. And then Todoroki is coming straight into that middle. And then as they are racing and are in the middle, Deku is in the middle between them as he's falling, with his fist cocked in the air as he's falling. And everything seemed to slow down. Todoroki looked to his right, surprised. And then Bakugo looked to his left, seeing what this man is about to do, and he says, "You son of a..." Before he could even complete that sentence, Deku slams his hand into the ground, and then a chain of reactions go off, sending Todoroki and Bakugo flying. And we see Deku jumping from the pink smoke, barely making it from the minefield, and then rolling and then continue racing. See, now he gambled that his invulnerability will stop him from, well, flying over if he firmly placed himself. So he decided to jump in the middle where they are so that a chain of reactions could go off, blocking people's other vision of sight, sending Bakugo and Todoroki flying while he stayed in the middle. If it had went wrong, he would have been blasted all the way back to where he was at the beginning. And, well, it didn't go wrong. And he begins to run off. Todoroki and Bakugo begin to pick themselves up. And then, well, they weren't that far behind, so they just start to pick up. But then, well, the rest of the other students, well, they were stuck by the smoke wall. They couldn't see what was going on, which one was left, which one was right. They just kept on stepping on some other random minefields, all bumping into each other. And Deku did win the race. And then people are just cheering because of the ingenuity that man showed. And Bakugo comes in second, with Todoroki coming in third. And then Bakugo starts yelling, "You damn nerd! I can't believe that you did that." But he said this smiling, showing that he respected Deku, and that took a lot of guts. And then they fist bump each other, saying, "Well, I had to make up for my lack of speed in one way." And then Bakugo was like, "Yeah, so what do you think will be next?" And Deku just replied, "I don't know. Just have to wait for the others to come." And they did. And as they're coming in, they got all their respective numbers. Ida still gets that good old 6th place. Mineta still gets that good old last place. Shinzo still gets that good old 10th place. Everything is good. Until midnight comes in, spins the wheel, and it says cavalry battle. La, 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 la. And then they show all, and then they start to explain about how the cavalry battle will work, and then show the points, and then see that Izuku has got 10 million, and then look at him saying, this boy will be fine to roast at dinner. And then Deku just starts looking at all those hungry eyes saying, oh crap. And then he picks out his original team, like in canon. So we still got that good old Deku, Uraraka, Meihatsume, and Tokoyami. Everything still goes out the same, like in canon. Todoroki still manages to steal that number 1 headband. And then Tokoyami still played that clutch grab. And they all move on. And then as they are talking about the tournaments, which is here, Ojiro and that other guy from class 1B that was mind controlled by Shinzo, they drop out. So yeah, they totally just dropped out. People are wondering why the fuck they dropped out, but then they don't care, and then they just, they fix up the brackets so that they don't change the plans. And then as they are in their waiting rooms waiting for their matches, Ojiro comes in and then warns Deku about what Shinzo did to them, saying that I asked them a question, but then after that everything was fuzzy after the cavalry battle until someone hit him. He didn't know what happened. He just answered one question, and then the next thing he knew, he was already carrying Shinzo, and then the cavalry battle was over. And then Deku starts to take this and he said, thanks for the advice. And then Todoroki, he meets up with Deku and then starts asking him questions like, are you All Might's secret love child or something? And then Deku was all like, the fuck? No! And then Todoroki's like, just wanted to ask, dude, how can I be his secret love child? I already had a mom. Actually, I did have a mom, but God, now you brought back memories. Just go. And then Todoroki meets up with Endeavor, and then Endeavor says, hey kiddo, how's everything going? And Todoroki just leaves him coldly saying, don't talk to me. And then he was like, Shoto. So that happened. And anyway, we go into the first match. Shinzo versus Izuku Midoriya! Exclaims President Mike as he's hyping up the crowd. And Shinzo walks into the stadium from one side, and Deku walks into the stadium from the other side, and then they get into the match. And then as they are, this is where they are going to fight. This is where the tournament is gonna start. And this, my friends, is going to be the climax of the sports festival. At least for this part. So, anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it off. Thank you all for coming again to this next video. And in the next part, we're going to cover about all the fights that went down. So, if you're interested in that, hit that notification bell so that you won't miss a beep of my videos when I'm posting it. Hit that subscribe button for me. That will mean a lot. Hit that like button and comment if I made any mistakes. And also comment if you have any what if suggestions. So this is Gratified What Ifs, and thank you for coming to one of my new videos. Bye bye.